not an office one.
Good to have you back. Next to General Kulaije is Council Sarah Birete, and she is the Executive Director of the Center for Constitutional Governance. Sarah, you're most welcome back to the show.
Thank you, and good evening, viewers.
Finally, in the studio, we have Commissioner in the Ministry of Information Communication Technology, in the Ministry of ICT, if you like, Commissioner Moses Watasa. You're most welcome back. Not yet. Actually, the only person who is appearing, making a maiden appearance here is Moses. So we should welcome you in the most special way. But you're most welcome.
Yes, thank you very much, Charles, and thank you for finally inviting me to this mighty program and
thank you so much.
NBC. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. I think it is a two-way. He has said a mighty program.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for you, you have decided to look at him announcing, finally. Me, I'm looking at it half full.
Find the statement.
Is your mother minister?
Yes, Charles had forgotten that I'm still in town. but thanks, Charles, for inviting me.
No, I know there is someone we should blame. Whenever I intended to invite you, your minister would be available to come. Yes, but on Zoom, I think all the way from home, from Nebi, we have Stephen Okello, Executive Director of the NGO Bureau, and we are having him by Zoom. Stephen, are you online, ready?
Yes, I'm online, and good evening, yes.
Stephen, how is Nebi?
Nebi is okay, just lots of rain, but it's fine, yes.
You better tell people that I did not invite you because you come from Nebi, but I invited you because you're the Executive Director of the NGO Bureau. Otherwise, people might think differently.
Okay, not.
But
no, fine.
Good.
I'll let them know. Yes.
Okay, good to have you. We are going to start with the eulogies. Let me start with the man in uniform, the man who is perhaps we can correctly say he has been closest to. These were his colleagues. They have been together with them. Felix, what do you most remember about what should the country celebrate most about Pecos, the late Pecos?
Well, thank you, Charles. For us in UPDF, it has been a very tricky 2 weeks. 3 generals and 1 wife of a general. That one wasn't mentioned, but for us, we know that besides every successful man, there is a woman.
Yeah.
And General Waka lost his wife soon after General Wabantu, and we buried her in Kasangati. Then Pecos followed next. General Pecos Kuteesa, for me, I would want the country to remember him as a man who had a very brave fellow, at times stubbornly brave. In the bush, there was a title of Karampenge, somebody who didn't take cover even under heavy fire, and for him is advancing. And ironically, the two, Pecos and the Lokech, share that characteristic. Two, General Pecos was very witty. Very witty. He's a man whose intelligence was oozing. And yet, always talking with a smile. Actually, he said he had no reason to get annoyed. He said, why would you get annoyed? He one time criticized the colleague that the problem with you fight with anger. He said, why should you be annoyed with the other man? He's doing his job of attacking. You do your job of defending yourself. And he was laughing about it. 3, he had the quality many Africans lack. He loved reading.
Yeah.
The other day, his wife did observe that the first time they met in 1980, she was reading a James Hadley chase. And that was enough reason for him to fall in love with her. Because she loved reading books. So he's a man that loved knowledge. Lastly, he has left us with the doctrine. We didn't have it. Pecos was appointed to be in charge, and indeed he took on the task.
He was the first, officer in charge of the doctrine.
Of developing the doctrine.
Yeah.
Of course, he built.
Did he complete the process?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Who has replaced him?
Not as yet.
Ah.
Not as yet. There's somebody acting in his office, because in the military there can never be a vacuum. So, and then finally, the rank did not get into his head.
Yeah.
I think there are people you have seen, when they arrive, you know they are around. The paraphernalia and the bravado. Pecos didn't have that. But I have been left with a warning I gave him, a caution, not a warning. I can't warn my boss. When I saw him smoking heavily, I said, you are playing around with Dora's liver. Because she did give him 3/4 of her liver.
Yeah. They said 72%?
Yes.
72% of her liver.
Because we used to joke a lot, I told him, stop